Hi everyone, sorry, it's me Natalie. I'm going to do a book review for you now, and it's Torn. This is the sequel to Switched. I've done a book review on Switch. I absolutely loved the first book. Just a quick recap on that. It was an amazing book, I loved it. The ending was fantastic, and I thought the second book here was going to be even more fantastic, even better, and I thought it's going to make me love the story and the characters more. But sadly it didn't. This took me a lot longer to read than Switched, and I believe this is just the same size as Switched. This is Torn, by the way, and I don't know, I think this is a link book. Like, I think it's gonna link me. This is gonna just set me the story for the next book, which is Ascend. But this story is basically after she left and she finds out who these people are, who the Vitra are. I'm not gonna give anything away about that because I was like, oh my God, when I found out who the king was. But I mean, it just says here, like, acknowledging that she was different from everyone else wasn't difficult for Wendy Emily. She always felt like an outsider, but a new world and new family is a little hard for any girl to accept. Leaving behind the mysterious country of her birth, she is determined to fit back into normal life, but the world she's left behind won't let her go that easily. Kidnapped and imprisoned by her true family's enemies, Wendy soon learns that the lines between good and evil aren't as defined as she thought, and those things she'd taken for granted may have been lies all along. With the help of the dangerously attractive Loki, she escapes back to the safety of Forney, only to be confronted by a new threat. It's time to make a choice. Can she put aside her personal feelings for the sake of her country? Torn between duty and love, she must make a choice that could destroy her one chance at true happiness. And for me, this book was good. It was at some points really good. Like, there are, I don't want to be like a spoiler alert, but I'm gonna have to do a spoiler alert. Like, her mum who is Laura does get ill in it, and you think, oh my God, is she gonna be queen already? Is she gonna have to go to duty already? Because she's not ready. Because if you read Switch, oh my God, my head's really messy. Anyway, if you read Switch, you find that she really doesn't want to be queen. She doesn't want anything like. It's one of those stories where you think, that's alright, she'll be queen, and you know she'll get used to it. But no, she really doesn't want to be queen, and it's really heartbreaking actually to find that the family she thought were her family weren't her family. And in this one, like it says here, she gets kidnapped by the Vitra again, but you know Finn isn't there this time to help her, and Finn and her left off really badly in the last one. Like, she thought they'd end up together after this huge attack happened from the Vitra and at her christening, and she thought, you know, maybe this would bring them back together, but no. And it's a really good book though. I mean, you find out about more characters. Like, you've got Duncan now, you've got Loki, the king and the queen of the Vitra world. Aurora's more in this one, and I'll think of her name in a minute. Willa and Matt. So Matt is her brother, her host brother. So he's not a real brother, he's like a fake brother to her. And he comes into this book going into the Twilight world. And if you've read the book Switched, humans are dirt to Twilights, and they don't like it. And they like when their host families come to their world because they feel like the world's a mixing then, and they don't like that. So it's hard to see. I mean, you see her get into so much different things now. Like, she's learning to become queen. She's learning her powers more. She's learning how to control them with Tove. Is it Tove? Yeah, it's Tove. And you learn a lot more about Tove in this one. Like, at the end when I found out something, I was like, oh, that was so funny. I was just really dorky then. Yeah, I was really dorky. Yeah, but it's just, I couldn't explain. When I liked it, I really liked it. Like, that's the last bit I had. And this is just, I mean, here you got a glossary of the Twilight terminology, like Aurora, or Changeling, or Forning, or Hobgoblin, and Marcus, and Martina. Then you have the little book, the little story. This is a never been published bonus story, and it's called One Day, 3 Ways. And it's a story behind Finn and the affair his dad and Wendy's mother, Laura, had. And it's really sweet actually, because I find that I don't know whose side to go on. And You know a lot more about Finn in this book. You learn, I think this one is more of a character development than a real story. I mean, there are story in it, because obviously, but this is more character development. You get to learn more about them and see more about them, and I like this a lot, but I wouldn't read it again. Like, it's not one of those books I'd have, if I didn't have a new book and I really wanted to read, I wouldn't pick this one up per se. I'd pick up something else, but yeah, I mean, I really did like it. I'm not gonna lie, I did like it. But I believe it's a Link book. I don't believe it's like, I can't wait for Ascend now, because I think the events that are going to happen in Ascend are going to be amazing. Because this one left off, didn't leave off as a cliffhanger. This left off as preparing for an event, and just a good little, like, it's a nice little ending. But at the same time, you want a big ending. Like, Switch, the ending, it was amazing. Like, she leaves and everyone's like, oh my god, what's going to happen now? And you read this and you find out what happens, and find out more about Loki and the King, and more about the Vitra and Laura. You definitely learn a lot more about Laura, and that she's not as strong as everyone thinks she is, and yeah. But I really, really like this book. The next one I'm going to read, I'm really, really... I just get on about to say. I'm really, really torn, but I either want to read, because at the moment I'm reading like 2 different series, and I'm reading the Hunger Games series and I'm reading the Switch series, so I'm kind of, don't know which one out of these 4 I want to read, but I think I'm going to decide right here with you guys. So, first one is Tempest. This is a chunky book. This is a proper big book. So I don't know if I want to read that yet. That one I'm not really leaning towards as much. It's these 3 I am. So I don't want to read the second book to the Hunger Games yet, because I haven't seen the film. And I'm waiting to see the film. But I really want to read Mockingjay. And then I have another series called the Shiver series, the Walls of Mercy Falls. But I'm going to wait until I reckon I'll finish the Switch series before that. And then after I finish the Hunger Games series, I want to start on the Fallen series with the Fallen Angels. So, lots of series I want to read. But these are the 3 little ones. Right here. I'm going to show you. So I am really, really looking towards this one. This is Everneath. And this is more about Greek mythology. It's like a Greek story. Heaven, because I think this book cover is really interesting. And I know they say never judge a book by its cover, but I totally do that. But I really am looking towards this more because how thin it is. It's quite a thin book. Like, if I put these 2 together, oh my god, look how yellow that is. Oh, that's really bad. This other was yellow at them all. It's because I put it near the sun. Oh well. But yeah, just look at the difference in the colour. I can't get over it. But this is a lot thinner, because I believe this has got how many pages? So the story, this has 291, and so the story on this one, it's got, so I don't know if this has a mini story as well. No, it doesn't. So this one has, 370, so this has more, but it looks thinner. Probably because it's taller, it looks thinner. I don't know, there could be some bits at the beginning that I don't count, so. No, it's 394 pages. And then you've got Heaven. See how many pages Heaven is. Heaven's a lot of pages. It's got about 500 pages. Arguments. Eek. And then this one has got... Sorry about that one. This has got about 500 as well, so I might go with Everneath. I don't know. I mean, how many pages does Tempest have? Tempest is a chunky book. Probably because it's hardback, so... Oh, that really hurt. The last chapter's like 2 pages. It's funny. 412. So yeah, I think I'm going to read this book here, Everneath. Because I'm leaning towards this one, and it's like a really good book to read. I think this is just a 1 book as well. It's the author of the... No, she's not. So yeah, I'm going to read this one next, and hopefully you'll have a book review on this. I have no idea what this have in mind. I'm thinking of glam books or something like that. But leave a comment down if you can think of something, or you want any kind of other things like tutorials, skin reviews, skin stuff, anything like that. Next thing I'll be doing is a makeup review on some beauty products. Hey guys.